All right, let's get right into it. We're going to deconstruct one of the most powerful, emotionally charged scenes in all of Shakespeare, the moment everyone discovers Juliet's dead body in Romeo and Juliet. Honestly, this scene is an absolute masterclass in how to build, twist, and just totally manipulate dramatic tension. It's a real roller coaster.
But here's the big question, the one you've got to keep in the back of your mind through all of this. How can you really tell the difference between genuine heartbreak and just a really good performance of it? Shakespeare is a genius at this, and he really plays with that idea here, making us question if anyone's tears are actually real.
So picture this. We're in Juliet's bedroom. It's the morning she's supposed to marry Paris. It is quiet. Maybe a little too quiet. The nurse comes in to do a simple job. Wake up the bride. And right there, in that silence, you can feel the tension already starting to coil.
And you've got to listen to the nurse's first words. She starts so tenderly, with these affectionate nicknames, lamb, lady. You can just hear the love in her voice. This isn't just an employee. This is the woman who raised Juliet, and that close bond is right there in the language.
But, Juliet doesn't stir, and you can hear the tone shift, can't you? The names get a little more formal, a little more urgent. Madam, sweetheart, why bride? That last one, bride, it's almost like a desperate plea reminding her of her duty for the day. The gentle teasing is completely gone, and this knot of worry is starting to form. And then, bang, the scene just explodes. This isn't some poetic lament, it's a raw, personal gut punch of a scream. My lady's dead! It feels so real. And with that one line, the quiet, private space of the bedroom is shattered, and this personal tragedy is about to become a very, very public spectacle.
Okay, so now the family rushes in. Lady Capulet, Lord Capulet, Paris, and you have to watch how the whole vibe of the grief just completely changes. That authentic sorrow from the nurse, it gets totally swallowed up by this wave of loud, almost competitive wailing. It stops being about Juliet and starts being about who can perform their sadness the best.
Lady Capulet jumps in first, and right away she cranks the drama up to 11. And did you catch how fast she makes it about herself? Or I will die with thee. Her grief is just so theatrical, all centered on her own potential death. It's like she's immediately claiming the role of chief mourner.
Then Lord Capulet steps up, and his grief, wow, it's beautiful, right? I mean, what a poetic line. But doesn't it feel a little too perfect? A little too polished for a dad who just found his daughter's body? It sounds less like a spontaneous cry of pain and more like a pre-written eulogy.
In Paris, yep, he's right there with them. Just look at this list of verbs he rattles off. The whole tragedy's framed around him. He has been wronged. He's been slain by this. He's acting like he's the real victim here, cheated out of his prize by death. It's all about him.
And when you lay their words out side by side like this, the pattern is just crystal clear. It's like they're all trying to one-up each other. They're all using this similar over-the-top language. It feels so much less like four people feeling their own unique sadness and more like a choir all singing the same very dramatic song.
And right into the middle of this tornado of hysteria walks Friar Lawrence. And just like that, the entire scene does a 180. I mean, he's the one with the secret plan, right? So he has zero time for all this emotional chaos. He just walks in and shuts it all down with this cold, hard, logical authority.
What an entrance! Peace, ho, for shame! He doesn't offer a hug, he offers a scolding. He basically tells them to be quiet and that all their loud wailing is just making things worse. It's an incredible power move that just sucks all the air out of the room and silences everybody.
So how does he shut them up so effectively? Well, he uses their own ambitions against them in this brilliant step-by-step argument. First, he says, look, you and Heaven both had a piece of Juliet. Then, step 2, now Heaven has all of her, and that's a better deal for her soul. Then comes the real kicker in step 3. You guys wanted to promote her with a fancy marriage? Well, she just got the ultimate promotion, to Heaven, which leads to his final devastating point. Crying is completely illogical. Why are you so sad that she's doing great? It's a theological checkmate. There's literally nothing they can say to that.
So, with the whole family basically shamed into silence, a much calmer Lord Capulet steps forward. He delivers this speech that kind of officially marks the tragic flip of the day. The friar told him what to do, and now Capulet is just laying out the somber new plan.
And this speech is just a perfect, tragic mirror image. Look at how everything they had ready for the wedding on the left is now turned into its opposite for the funeral on the right.
The happy music becomes sad bells. The feast becomes a grim meal. The wedding flowers, they're now for a corpse. It's this powerful, final summary of just how completely everything has been turned upside down.
Okay, so just when you think the tragedy can't get any heavier, Shakespeare does something, well, something really weird. He has all the nobles leave the stage, and we're left with the wedding musicians and a servant, Peter. And the tone just slams from high tragedy into low comedy. It's totally jarring.
Which, of course, makes you ask, why? What on earth is a funny scene doing here? Why follow up all that intense emotion with a silly argument about music? Well, trust me, this isn't just filler. Shakespeare has a very clever reason for this.
So Peter comes in, acting all heartbroken, and he makes this hilariously contradictory request. He wants him to play him a merry dump, which is actually a sad song, to make him feel better. It's just an absurd moment that completely breaks the tension and mixes what sounds like real sadness with total silliness.
And then the whole thing just devolves into this witty, cynical debate about a song lyric. Peter asks why music has a silver sound, and the answers they give are so practical and down to earth. Forget poetry. They say it's because they get paid in silver coins. It's this fantastic bit of social commentary, showing us the world of working people that exists just beneath all the noble drama.
So what's the point of this weird little scene? Well, it's doing a few really smart things. It's giving the audience a much-needed laugh after all that intensity. It's sneaking in some social commentary. And maybe most importantly, it's reminding us that even when one family's world is falling apart, for everyone else, life just goes on, with all its petty arguments and money troubles.
Which brings us right back to where we started. In a room so full of tears and dramatic speeches, who was putting on the real performance? Was it the nobles with their beautiful public displays of grief? Or was it Juliet, lying perfectly still in her bed, pulling off the most convincing act of them all? Shakespeare, well, he leaves that for us to figure out.